Hello everybody and welcome, and today we are going to be adding our own custom bolts to Tekla. The bolt that we want to add is this Hilti HY200, and if we go down we'll find that we've got our typical embedment depth and all the other technical information we require to make this bolt. But for this example we're simply just going to make it in name only. The reason for in name only is mainly because we want it to show up in our reports. If we have a look at our bolt report, you'll see that our normal chemset bolt shows up as a chemset with a chemical anchor, and that is what we want to change. So the first thing we need to do is go on over to catalogs and open up the bolt catalog. While we're at it, let's open up the bolt assembly catalog as well, since we'll be using both of these. Here we go. Now, after that, we want to add a new standard, and that'll be the list of items we can select here. Now, if we head on over here, you should be able to search whatever standard you would like to change, and unfortunately Tekla at the moment does not allow that. So click somewhere in this list, and I'm going to go to chemical anchor by pressing C. The next thing I want to do is take on the nut M16 as well as the M20, since I'd like to do both M16s and M20s, and simply change them and add them. Now for this chemical anchor nut, we are going to say hit underscore HY200. Here at the top where it says standard, we are going to change the name to, instead of chemical anchor, HY200 anchor, and we're going to add that. That's going to throw us completely back to the start, and we're going to do the same thing for the M20. We're going to look up the M20 nut, change that to hit underscore 200, as well as this chem to HY200, and add. Now if we press H, we'll find that top two is our new hit nuts. Then we can go back and do the same with our chemical anchor. We're going to take the 16, we're going to say this is a Hilti underscore hit underscore HY200. Nice long name. Let's just take that and copy it. I don't want it to spell the other one different, and then I'm going to have a look here at embedment depth, and it's 145. That'll be the length of my bolt, so this is going to change to 145, as well as this one 145. Now you can fill in all this other stuff as well. I'm not going to do that for now, and at the top I'm just going to call this HY200 and add it. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the M20. Just grab that, I'm going to paste in the one I copied, call this HY200, and change the length over here to 180 and add that. If we go down to the Hiltis, we'll find that we've got our two nuts as well as our two bolts. And let's just change this name to 180 as well. Update or add in this case, and just remove the original one. Go. And that should be it for what we want to do for now. Next we are going to come over here to our bolt assembly, and we are going to take again just the game set and paste in our new bolt. Here we're going to add it so that it's part of our list. Then we are going to change these names to remember that we have a limited space in our reports, so a shorter name is generally better. Change all that, update. Then we're going to change our bolt to the HY200 as well as our chemical anchor. We are going to change to the HY200 anchor. And update again and save the changes to the model. Now, if we go to our bolts over here, we can change them to our hit HY200. As you'll see, because we added M20 and M16, we've got it available in both of those sizes. And I'm going to turn off everything else and just turn on that. And it shortens a little bit. Now, for the important part, if we go to reports and we create a new bolt reports, let's create from all. And show, you'll see that we've got a bunch of normal bolts, and then we've got this hit HY200 as well as among the nuts and the washers. Now, as I said earlier, it only shows us the 16 and the 20, which is the two we made. If you want the rest of them, you will have to add them as well. And this is a great way for adding any bolts or nuts that you need on your projects that does not necessarily come supplied with Tekla. Now, once you've done that, go over to your model folder and select the asdb.db file as well as the screw.db file. Those two are your bolt files, and copy them over to your main Tekla folder. Now, for most of you, your Tekla environment folder should be here inside program data. Hidden file, you can see it by going to view, turning on hidden files. Now, I changed mine, so mine is underneath Tekla structures. And once you get to your program data or your main folder, I'll go into learning, you go into your program's version. From here we can go into environments, going into your environment that you are currently using, and then you want to head on into profile as it might be. Once here, paste the two files. It should ask you to copy and overwrite them. If it doesn't ask to overwrite, then you're not in the correct spot. Great. Once that's done, next time you open up a new project, the new bolts should be there as well. And that's it for this lesson.